I'm gonna take that on the lower lash just a little bit. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It's Dustin and I am back with another video, and much like my other video the other day, I'm going to let you know right off gate that it is kind of a slow news day, but I do have some important things that I want to talk about. So in this video, I want to talk about Jaclyn Hill supporting James Charles yet again, and I also want to talk about some things that people have been saying about Mikayla as well as Manny MUA. A lot of people think that Manny is shading her, so I want to talk about that. Now, before we get into that, I did want to share with you guys a video that I watched yesterday by Runkle of the Bailey. He's an attorney, and he covered all the drama going on with this crazy attorney that is suing Lily Marston as well as Jessie Smiles and Becca Day as well as Caffeinated Kitty from TikTok. Now, if you guys have watched anything that's going on with that whole situation is crazy, and honestly there's a lot that I could say about that specific person, but I'm not going to get into it because we have an attorney here that broke this down, and I really like the way that he went about it. I felt like he was very unbiased. I felt like he was very level-headed, and I think that Ian did a really good job of covering this, and I found the comments on the video very interesting because this whole thing with this person, this crazy attorney suing all of these people that are speaking up, it's just really left a bad taste in my mouth because I feel, and this is just my opinion, listen, you crazy lady, if you're watching me, this is my opinion. I am giving an opinion right now, and this is my opinion. Opinion. In my opinion, I believe that this attorney is trying to make a name for herself, and I think that she wants to set a precedence where she can go after people and take down videos for her clients that they may not necessarily like. Now, there's a big problem with this because it limits free speech, and I say this because if you're gonna weaponize the copyright system to take down content that you do not like or your clients do not like about them, that is not what it was put in place for. That's not a channel that we should be utilizing to take down content that we do not like. It should never be an option. But getting back to what I was saying, I think that she's trying to set a precedence where she can just go after anybody she wants to. And if you think about it, it would literally be open season on YouTubers like me, Nick, Angelica Oles, literally anyone that you watch on YouTube that uses any kind of copyrighted material that falls under the guise of fair use, this attorney could go after them. And what I really don't like is we don't have people like Ethan speaking up on this. I know he's been tagged in it a lot, and for those of you that are like, who is Ethan? I'm talking about Ethan Klein. He's kind of like the godfather when it comes to like fair use and people not getting away with misusing the copyright system. So I really hope that Ethan Klein will speak on this. But not only that, we have other YouTubers that cover stuff like this, specifically on LawTube, that I feel like really should try to chime in on this because it would be very important, because this isn't just going to affect the people involved in this lawsuit. This is going to affect everyone in some way. Now, if you go watch Ian's video, I'm going to link it down below. He covers a lot of this, and he basically says that he thinks that this lawsuit is not very good because it also opens this mortician chick up to a whole bunch of shit that she may not have bargained for when she went into this lawsuit with this attorney. And I really cannot wait to see how this turns out because there was a lot of stuff that was mentioned in this lawsuit. Sorry, I didn't realize that my memory card was full and my camera cut off. But what I was saying is, I cannot believe that in this lawsuit, this attorney specifically put a whole section because she was mocked because they referred to her as another name than her own. I'm just like, that to me, that's sociopathic. Like, you should not care that much about your name, especially when somebody is critiquing you for something that you did. Look at everything that this person has done to Jessie, Kitty, and Becca. So for you to say, them saying that they think what you're doing is unethical, that is an opinion. You can't sue people because they're saying things about you that they can verify. You know, much like Ian said, if you don't like something, it's best not to draw attention to it because the Streisand effect is gonna happen, and then it's gonna get bigger than you even ever thought that it could possibly be. And with you launching a lawsuit against so many notable people on social media, they're gonna talk about it. And I think that that was by design. And that goes back to everything that I said before. I think that this attorney is unhinged, and I think that this attorney also wants to make a name for herself in the social media realm. And it's also really funny to me, now that I think about it, that this attorney specifically is also a public figure because she also has a TikTok. So there has to be some kind of like leeway for all these people to critique her because this person critiques other people and the copyright system. But what's most baffling and what is the funniest thing to me is the fact that YouTube, the copyright department, emailed Paige everything that was going on that this person was trying to do, and they still double down that they are using copyrights and the copyright system fairly.
Thank you for your removal request. We reviewed your request and need more information before we can proceed. Please read the entire email carefully for a complete update of each video status and video details action needed. We are concerned that your copyright notification may not be valid for the videos listed below. Please keep in mind that in many countries it is legal to use copyrighted work works in specific ways without the owner's authorization, particularly for transformative purposes such as news reporting, parody, commentary, or review. Some countries protect such uses under doctrines of fair use or fair dealings. It's fair dealings in the UK, while others allow for specific exceptions to copyright protection. Then it says, learn more about fair use in the United States. YouTube, you are right on the money because she definitely needs to do that.
And I just don't think they are. But that's my 2 cents. This is all my opinion, so please don't try it with me. You guys are gonna have to let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I highly suggest that if you are into LawTube, or if you have been following this whole saga with this crazy ass attorney and that whack ass mortician, I implore you to go watch Ian's video on Runkle of the Bailey. I think it'll be very enlightening on how a lot of people think all of this shit's gonna turn out. So now I guess I'll talk about Jaclyn Hill. Now I haven't talked about Jaclyn Hill in a while because she's been kind of silent. She hasn't been on socials too much that I've seen, specifically not YouTube. I don't really check for her on any other socials, but Jaclyn Hill uploaded a video 3 days ago. And you guys, guess what Jaclyn Hill did? Guess what she thought would be a good idea, y'all? I'll wait. Jaclyn Hill openly supported, yet again, a predator.
Yeah, I just hooked up with straight guys on the DL. Where do you find them? Social media.
Jaclyn Hill did this whole get ready with me saying that she was getting ready to go to a wedding, and she pulled out that basic predator palette, you guys, and she gave it a flawless review.
I gotta say, this basic canvas palette by Painted, it is beautiful. From the concept, the actual product, this right here, this is so cool. It's so unique. It truly looks like an artist's canvas. The colors, beautiful and so pigmented. Like, I give this palette a 5-star review. It is so good.
Now, this is alarming to me because Jaclyn Hill was also friends with Colleen. We all saw the debacle of Jaclyn Hill calling out Colleen for being a mean girl, for her putting her on the spot at that Christmas party. So the affiliation runs deep, but there is something else that I wanted to talk about as well with Jaclyn that I found very interesting. There's a part in this video, I'm gonna go back and find it and put it in for you guys, where she says something like, give me all the infection, and I'm like, what?
Do you see it? Do you see it? It just gave me like a little pink eye, just a touch of pink eye. We love an infection.
Why are you even making that joke, girl? Are you not the same lady that came out with these hairy lipsticks? Let's not do that in combination with let's not support predators.
And I also understand that I need to be aware of my platform at all times. I didn't understand how a situation like this could affect the people involved, but now I do. And for that, to the victims, I am so sorry.
I don't know what it is with Jaclyn. She has to know the history of James Charles. She is not living under a rock. Jaclyn Hill knows everything that goes on in the beauty community, especially if it's regarding anybody that is an OG in the beauty community here on YouTube. So we're not gonna pretend that Jaclyn Hill does not know what James Charles has done, admitted to, and has been alleged against him. We're not gonna do that. But to even further my point, Jaclyn Hill is friends with James Charles and she's friends with Jeffree Star. Let's not forget that Jeffree Star was shouting out Jaclyn Hill and Jaclyn Roxanne with that weird ass post about the earrings and all that shit a couple months ago. But while we're on the topic of Jaclyn Hill too, what's really interesting is allegedly like her businesses are closed and she's being like radio silent about it. I don't know what gives about that, but maybe she's just trying to get away from it. But you guys are gonna have to let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down below. So now I guess we should talk about Mikayla Nogueira and Manny MUA. Now this is not really tea because I think people are making this more than what it actually is, but the other day Manny MUA posted a TikTok and he referenced Mikayla with this whole shop thing.
Is that even? No, it's not even. But we're gonna clean it up. I feel like a peppermint princess. Make it shop.
I actually think it's funny when Mikayla does this because I feel like she's trolling. So anyway, after Manny said that, a lot of people thought that he was throwing shade at Mikayla, even though in the TikTok he said, I love you. Mikayla even commented back to him under this and said something, I don't know, right off the top of my head. I'll put the screenshot in right here. But this all stemmed from Mikayla doing a get ready with me, doing the whole nice and shop thing.
All I did was add clear brow gel and clean up the bottom to make it nice and sharp.
But I don't think he was throwing shade. And I don't think Mikayla was either. But if you guys made it this far in this video, leave me the gavel emoji down below. You already know it's kind of self-explanatory given what I spoke about in the beginning of this video. You know. But with all that said, I hope you all have an amazing day, night, whatever it is when you're watching this, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.